All right, 3 more questions. Then we can go to chat. Are there metrics on how much the initial carousel impacts win ratio? It feels like getting a good or bad item from it changes the entire early game, and it feels pure RNG. There is. You won't like the answer. And the answer is, does 50.1% change from 49.9%? Because the answer is, in a grand scheme, in the grand cosmos of all the things, it matters very, very little. So, very, very little. I think even at its worst, like Cloak start like 49.7. So, but I couldn't convince players of that anyway. And even then they'd be like, well, then you need to buff it. So like, nothing you can do. Usually it's a bigger sign of more toxic things than the starting item. For example, I think right now, starting Rod is probably the riskiest thing to do in the game. Because starting Rod, about 4 of the items in the Rod tree are things like Death Cap, Jeweled Gauntlet, Archangels. And guess what champions aren't good in the meta right now, as we talked about earlier? AP. Well, so that's more of a sign that AP needs to change, not that, you know, the items are imbalanced or anything like that.